Tyreek Johnson is in his third season with the program. How have you seen him coming along and developing both on and off the field, and what's the next step for him?
Tyreek, that's my boy. We, clinched, as soon as we got in here. And, Tyreek's doing good. He's smart, intelligent player. He gonna get it,
Thank you.
Next up, Tony Girdman with Buckeye Scoop and Joey Kaufman on deck. Tony?
Sevyn, this is now your third year. You played quite a bit last year. How comfortable are you right now? Do you feel like you're a returning starter and leader of the secondary?
Yeah, I feel good, man. We taking it day by day right now. I'm taking it day by day right now, and I just can't wait to get on the field. Can't wait to show us. Show it.
What did you learn from your time last year?
Being the backup for Jeff and Damon, a lot actually. Because they're very smart. They're two different people. And I get game from both sides, and I just put it to my talent.
Next up, Joey Kaufman with the Columbus Dispatch and Mary Smith on deck. Joey?
Yeah, just wanted that. Where do you guys feel like you are with tackling? It's obviously it hasn't been something you guys have been able to work on much this offseason, but it's been kind of an issue in some of the earlier college football games.
Well, right now, we don't got on no pads right now, so we, have a particular process that we do, to help when we get on pads, so we're not missing no tackles come game time, So that's gonna come.
Next up, Mary Smith, WSYX Channel 6 and Spencer Holbrook on deck. Mary?
Hey, Sevyn. What was it like just kind of waiting, being stuck in limbo to find out whether or not you're actually going to be playing this season with Big Ten?
Yeah, that was a process. It was just a waiting game for real, but we always just trying to get ready so we could play. It's always ready. It's always good to be ready.
Thank you.
Next up, Spencer Holbrook, Letterman Row with Dan Hope on deck. Spencer?
Sevyn, it seems like there was a day or two stretch where you and Cam thought you were probably going to have to be, the two guys. Once Sean said he was going to the NFL. When he came back, I know he's one of the best cornerbacks in the country, but what was that? What were those couple days like to your thought process and just going through that process, knowing that you might have to step up even more if he would have left?
Yeah, my thought process about that, it never really changed. I always came in, to ball, and that's never gonna change. Whoever here, no matter what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna just do me.
Next up, Dan Hope, 11 Warriors with Patrick Murphy on deck. Dan?
Hey, Sevyn, with Sean being back at one of those outside cornerback spots, what's that competition been like between you and Cam and Tyreek, trying to get that other starting spot?
We take it day by day. It ain't, you feel me? We at Howard State, we got to compete, every day. So it is, we just gonna compete. I don't really know what to say about that for real, but we gonna compete.
Okay.
Next up, Patrick Murphy with 24/7 Sports and Jeremy Birmingham on deck. Patrick?
Sevyn, you talked about learning from Jeff and Damon last year. I'm just curious how this offseason has been different, knowing you really can be one of the top three corners for the team this year, as opposed to kind of knowing there's a roadblock with guys like that in front of you.
Yeah, like I said, I took both of their mindsets in football and added to mine, and yeah, I mean, it's great. I put it together, I'll be good.
Next up, Dan Hope with 11 Warriors. And wait a minute, who are we on? Dan,
I think it's my turn, sir.
I already went. I'm good.
Next up, Patrick Murphy, 24/7 Sports. Jeremy Birmingham on deck.
It's Berm's turn. I just went.
Yeah, that's what I said. Jeremy Birmingham. Next up with Tim May on deck.
Hey, Sevyn, I was curious about the development of Marcus Williamson as a leader, as a guy who hasn't played a lot, for you and for Cam, what you guys have learned or gained from Marcus, just the way that he's been able to deal with the tough hands that he's kind of had to deal with in the last couple of years. Yeah,
everybody, is dealt some cards, and, it depends on how you play it. And Marcus has been playing his cards, well. It's different, from being in the game and then just watching the game. You learn, you see a lot of stuff when you're not in the game, and when Marcus, is in, he applies of what he's seen and what he's been through over the years to the game, and he, very smart, intelligent person, and he put it together. He gonna be good.
Thank you.
Couple more questions for Sevyn. Next up, Tim May with Letterman Row, and we'll end with Nathan Baird. Tim?
Thank you very much, Jerry. Two quickies, Sevyn. Number one, you got that 24/7 necklace on. Usually that means always open, but what does it mean for a defensive back?
Oh, no. For me, growing up, my first number was 24, and, my name is Sevyn, so that I used to play offense. I switched to defense when I was about maybe a junior in high school. And, they used to call me 24/7 all the time. And this don't mean the wide receivers are always open. This ain't that.
Yeah.
Don't come over here with that. Nah.
And the other thing I want to ask you, what does it take? You've been here for a while now. What does it take to show that you are capable of being a starter at Ohio State? What do you need to show Coach Combs and Coach Day the next several weeks and stuff? And what would you tell somebody if you had to explain to them what it takes to be a big-time starter at Ohio State in the secondary, which has got so much rep right now?
Yeah, what it all come down to is just making plays, knowing what you're doing on the field and being smart. And, what I got to do different to be a starter, I don't got to do nothing different. I just do me and keep balling.
Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll close out tonight's interviews with some questions or a question from Nathan Baird with Cleveland.com. Nathan?
Yeah, two cookies for me, too, if I can take a page out of Mr. May's book. What deal did you make with Teraj Mitchell to get number 7?
What happened? What means he did? I don't even know. I think last year, probably like halfway through the season, I'm like, T, man, I need 7. It's only right. It's only right, T. Like, let me, And then he was like, okay, cool. I'll give it to you. And that's how that kind of way. We ain't really arguing too much about it, but I had to pick his brain a couple times.
You didn't have to, make a transaction?
Oh, no. I didn't.
Okay. And just, for yourself, I guess maybe for a lot of us, we think, well, what difference does a number make? But does that mean something to you? And, just as far as, the identity that you want to have, and especially for this season when there's, I guess, so much of a role potentially there for you, does something like that kind of factor into the kind of, I guess, attitude you can take onto the field or the presence you want to have as an athlete?
Yeah. Shoot. You look good, you play good, and I got that mindset. That's what has been instilled in me. And 7, it's a lot of things for me. Even though my name's Sevyn, my mom is a real biblical person. She named me 7. It took God 7 days to make the earth. It's a completion number, and it's just real common in the Bible. And just 7 all the way around, that's just me. That's how I take it.
Sorry, I just want to make sure I heard that right. You said your mom is a real difficult person?
No, biblical,
biblical person.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you. I think that's an important thing to get right.
Yeah.
Great. Sevyn, thank you so much for your time this evening. We really, really appreciate it. And we'll see you down the road. Thanks again.